Hi everyone. I just wanted to help guide you through this assignment here, the college exploration assignment. As you can see, when you click on it, you'll open this page. It'll have a brief explanation. It'll tell you what types of colleges I'd like you to do some research on. Um, but you're gonna need to use one of these documents here. I uploaded both in two different formats, the Microsoft Word and PDF. And so on the Microsoft Word one, if you want to download that, if you have Microsoft Word, it'll let you make edits and you can use that as your worksheet and do that electronically. You can add and fill in the gaps for information that you're going to be collecting. Or if you'd like to use the PDF, you can go ahead and use that. It'll download when you click on it. And you're welcome to print that. It won't let you edit the information on there. But you're also welcome to write on it if you have a touchscreen computer like a Windows 10 computer that lets you write on it with like a stylus. You can do that as well. Or if you rather print it and write on it as you do your research, you can always scan it and upload it like that later. But I just wanted to give you an example of how to navigate this assignment here. So you'll notice here you have your assignment. I'm going to make sure that everyone has their name on it. That's a requirement. Please don't forget to include your name on your worksheets. Um, but when you scroll down, you'll see that here we have community college. Below, you'll have public university. Then you'll see private college or university, an online degree program. And then after those four, those are the four required ones. You need one of each. You have three additional schools to look up, and it's of your choice. If you rather look for a community college, you can do that, or public university, private, or online. You are welcome to look up whichever ones you want for the last three assignments. And you'll notice on the last page it says optional. That's because I mentioned, I think, something before about going on college tours to college campuses, or even taking an online virtual tour. If you do one of those, that's completely optional. I'd be happy to hear more about your experience, and I'd love it for you to share with the rest of the class what your thoughts were on the college you visited, your impressions, what you liked, what you didn't like, if it influenced you in any way on what colleges you will be applying to, if you decide that's not for you, or if it is for you and why. Just share a little bit about that experience. But going back to the first page, I just want to give you an example. So, for example, here in Oregon, in the Willamette Valley area, we have Chemeketa Community College. And so I already know a little bit about it, so I don't need to research or look up local community colleges. But if you need to, you might have to do that. You could Google that. I'm just going to go ahead and look up, I'll Google it. We'll go Chemeketa Community College, right? And so I heard they have a new layout on their website. Let's see if it does. Yeah, it looks like they're using their new website. Okay, so once you're on their website, every website's going to look different. So once you're on there, kind of look around, see what you notice, what comes out to you first on the website. And you're going to use this worksheet as your guide for information to look for, okay? So on here, you would type in Chemeketa Community College, and then you would copy this link or write it down, this URL, the website's address. You will write that in this space here, okay? Now admissions application opens. So let's say you're trying to apply, right? So let's look for admissions here. Let's see, what does it have? Why Chemeketa, visit, talk to us, application process, apply. Let's look at application process first. Okay, so right away I see a link here for dates and deadlines. So we'll click on that, right? That'll take us to another page and it'll have some dates. So here's a couple different dates. If I'm looking to apply, it doesn't have fall of 2018. Maybe I'll have to look at a different page. But a community college, they enroll students every term. So let's see, fall 2018. That's not what I am looking for. Perhaps that's not what I want. Let's see, dates and deadlines. College level classes. New student, first time in college. Let's see, apply for admissions. No application fee, so that's important. I think that's already on there. Oh, it's not in the criteria, but that's also something to note. If your applications will have a fee just to apply, some colleges do, so maybe that's something you should keep an eye out for. I didn't include it in these worksheets, but that's something you can include in your additional notes down here. If each application is going to cost you money to apply, make sure you write that down because that's very important information to keep track of. Okay, so there's no application fee. Apply for financial aid. Okay, so it doesn't look like I clicked on that and it looks like it's a pretty simple process. I don't think there is a strict deadline or an opening date if I want to apply for admissions in fall of 2018. Now, if I were interested in any of these other dates, they're here. You know, if I thought, oh well, I think I want to start um, classes in spring of 2018, then I would say new. I would be a non. If I've never gone to college or taken any college credit courses, I'd be new or non-credit students. And so that would be March 20th would be my deadline to start school at Chemeketa spring term of 2018. Okay, so that would be the information I would use to plug in here. It doesn't have an application open date. It looks like it's open whenever, but it does have a deadline. So that's what I would write in here if I were interested in spring, sorry. Let's see if it has a GPA requirement. And I already know the answer, but if you can't find that, let's see, you click on here. There's no mention of a GPA requirement. And I'll go ahead and tell you now, most community colleges do not have a GPA requirement. Any student who's willing to go and take classes is welcome to apply. So in here, it doesn't say any of that. You could go back to your worksheet and say NA, not applicable, and minimum ACT or SAT scores. Community college also don't typically ask for that unless their scholarships require it. There you would say NA for this community college. Annual tuition. So if we go back here again, it looks like there's a late fee for registering for classes, but let's look up, let's see, that was admissions, cost and aid. So this is a little different. And again, this is all going to be you exploring websites. It's not always the most straightforward. Some websites are easier to navigate and they're really straightforward with their information. It's really quick to find what you want. Other websites, you kind of have to dig around, click here and there until you find what you want. But don't be afraid to use the search bar. If you need to type in a keyword like tuition, go ahead and use the search bar. See what that comes up. If it has a useful link, go ahead and use that. It looks like, I know they're renovating their pages, so that was not helpful here, but let's see. No, a lot of the pages are not found. It looks like they're still constructing their new website. So I'm going to have to rely on what I find here. So tuition and fees. Oregon students pay $99 per credit. That's $84 for tuition and $15 universal fee. So this looks like it's additional fees. So in total, it's $99 per credit. Out-of-state students will pay $261 per credit, and international students will pay the same. So if I know I'm an Oregon student, on my worksheet, I'm going to go in there and say, well, it depends, I guess, on credits, right? So if it's $99 per credit and I'm going to take 15 credits, then I got to do the math for that. 15 credits a term times 3 terms is 45 credits times 99. That would cost me $4,455 for my classes. Now, I live in Salem, right? So if Chemeketa has this campus in Salem and I'm going to be going there, I probably won't be paying for room and board. They don't even offer housing actually. So we'll say NA there, right? So no cost for that. Other costs, books. Let's see if they share any information about estimated cost for books here. Oh, look, they have a little calculator. How about we try this? Number of credits. Number of terms. I wonder if it's asking you credits per term or credits per, oh yeah, it's credits per term. So 15 credits a term. So it does the math for us. I was doing it on my calculator, but looks like their website includes a little calculator for you. So that would be your tuition costs and other fees. It doesn't say anything about books, but you do have to consider the cost of books. Let's see if they have an estimated cost of attendance. Nope. Okay, so their website's not super helpful right now because it's all being reconstructed. Their links aren't working. But this is just an example. Let me show you one more just in case. Let's look up OregonState.edu, right? That's Oregon State University. All right, so I'm looking into their website. I'm a future student. Let's see what they have here for me. Okay, you can apply now, request info, tuition calculator. Okay, I might want to know that. Calculate your net price here. They have a tool for this, okay. Let's see. Do you plan to apply for financial aid? I do. How old are you? Let's say I'm 18. Residency, I live in Oregon. Am I married? No, I'm not. Do I have kids? No, I'm not. Okay, number in my family household. So you'd go through this and just kind of answer your your questions or whatever here, and it'll tell you. You'll look up and review your information. It'll give you an estimate of costs. So estimated tuition and fees. Here you have a number of $10,107. Room and board if you live on campus is $11,874, and so on. So you can use this information for your own. And if it's not asked for right here on your criteria, go ahead and put things that are of interest to you in your notes. That way, when you're looking and comparing at your other colleges of interest, you can take those factors into consideration. So this is just an example. I just wanted to show you how to navigate these websites. It's kind of tricky sometimes. All the websites are going to look different. Their information is going to be located in different places. One last thing is if you're not finding the information you seek online, I do advise calling. Sometimes it's not the most fun thing to do, but it can get you some additional information that perhaps you are not finding online. Feel free to call them. They might pass you around to different people depending on who has the information that you seek, but that's what they're there for. Feel free to call them. Oh, look at this. Start a virtual experience. Okay, so I think I mentioned to you guys that I would suggest going either to an on-campus tour or doing something online if you could. So this is something you could try here. I'm not going to go through it right now, but this does not look like their campus. It looks like a virtual tour. Anyways, whoa, what is this? Okay, we're on their campus now. Okay, so you could try something like this. I am just playing around with it, but
Welcome
I'm
to
going to
Oregon
suggest you
State
try it on your own.
University.
It looks like it even works with the virtual glasses too. Anyways, I hope that you all understand how to do this assignment. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. I'm all ears. I'm glad to help if you need it. Um, and good luck, and I look forward to seeing what all of you submit. Until later.